everybody. Hello everybody. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Lavi. If you're new here, I'm an Alraune, a man-eating Mandrake maiden, aka a plant monster girly. We're gonna be actually going back to 𝐒𝐔𝐿𝐒 today for this session's reading, and we're going to be reviving an old event. We're gonna be reviving Get Arty with it. That happened, I think, let me see. I think it was like late summer of 2021. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So it's been a hot minute since we've gone back and like read an older 𝐒𝐔𝐿𝐒 event because of the fast pacing that's been going on with Nightbringer, and it just happened to line up schedule-wise. They didn't have the next event out ready before the weekend for me to read something, so that's why we're back here with the old original game. But welcome in, everyone. I hope your weekend's been going well so far. Let's see who's here today. Hello Arraune, hello Natsu, hello Waifu, hello V, and hello Nerites. I hope you guys have been staying warm. It's been getting kind of cold over here. It's been getting colder and colder a lot sooner than I thought it would. It really feels like fall just kind of skipped over here, which makes me very sad because I like fall a lot. But it's fine. I prefer the cold over like summer heat, so I'm not too upset about it. I've kind of just gotten used to it by now because that's just kind of how it's been for quite a couple of years now. Hi Lucifer. I'm bursting in on magic carpet, possibly hitting Mammon in the head. Hey guys, what's up? Mammon kind of deserves it a little bit. I am the one that prefers to land on Satan, though. Satan is a very nice spot to land. Satan is like the gacha luck of landing. You have to have good luck to be able to land on Satan, otherwise you get probably Mammon, and he'll complain about it. You have snow for the second time in the last 2 months. So yeah, it might be cold. We haven't gotten snow yet. We have been getting frost though. My area of the garden definitely prefers to be frosty over snowy. I'm not a big frost person. I prefer the snow because it's easier to handle when it comes to having to go outside. Whenever frost decides to drop by instead, I usually just want to stay home all day instead. Also, hello Kimberly, welcome in. You love Wendy's Frosties. They are good and they're decently priced. I haven't had one myself in a hot minute though. I keep like forgetting that it kind of exists sometimes, unless I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do these like Frosty cards where you would say you have one and they would give you one for even cheaper whenever they scanned it or something like that. But I used to have one. Don't have one anymore. You ran him over because the heavy said he deserves it. Hey! Every once in a while is okay because he's a masochist, right? He'll get bored if he doesn't get some pain every now and then. But yes, apologies for starting a little bit later than planned. I stayed up way late last night. Like I didn't go to bed until almost 4 in the morning. So I'm still shaking it off. Apologies. I didn't mean to stay up that late. My brain just would not stop. It would not chill. Yeah, it's the little key ring. $1 mini Frosties with it, or you get one free when you spend $1 or something. That's nice. I thought it was always like a neat little deal, and I think I got one like as a Christmas present, so it's not a bad deal at all. Sorry, I'm still waking up, so I'm sipping on my tea a lot today. I bought some new tea to replenish, and one of the new ones I got is called Lady Grey. It's got a hint of lemon in it. Arx doesn't like it. Womp womp. But I think it's pretty nice. It's lighter than Earl Grey and Darjeeling, so it's kind of like a good morning alternative to oolong. It's like oolong, but with some lemon in it, I think, if I had to really try and equate it to some other kind of tea. Believe me, you could have done worse to him. True. I mean, he has had worse done to him. Was gonna say, you sound like you haven't gotten your hair done yet this morning time. Yeah, when I wake up, I sound a little rough. I can feel it in my throat, in my voice, that I still haven't fully woken up. So I don't know. I'm sorry if it sounds weird. But that's just kind of what happens. I get that EP voice. And it kind of stays for a couple of hours. So, my bad. I guess it could be worse. I could have worse, obvious signs that I just woken up, like, kind of thing. What Obey Me character is your favorite? It's Satan. Today when I woke up, it's Satan. Tomorrow when I wake up, probably Devildom. I can't decide on a Yume ship because I like both of the characters a lot. Same with Barbatos, but it's just hard to choose. Kudos to the people that participate in the fandom that have a Yume ship, because the characters are so hard to pick who's my, like, number one, you know? I believe... I can't quite remember everybody else's favorites. Nobody's favorites have changed, have they? Oh, Lucifer is getting upset. Okay, now he's bitching about Mammon. Okay, Lucifer. Oh my gosh. Oh, before we get into the reading, I would like to remind everybody that today is the last day to make a vote for the community winter game polls. So if you guys haven't chosen a game that you'd like me to play for winter, so it'll be December and January, please by all means get your vote in. I will drop the links here in a moment. I gotta grab them. But we have 4 games up for polling, and they're all really good games. So the results have kind of been super close among the poll that is on the community tab and the poll that is on Twitter. If I recall correctly, the 2 games that are in highest place on YouTube is swapped when it comes to Twitter. So here is the poll link for the one on YouTube, and let me grab the one for Twitter. And here's the one for Twitter. So as of right now, the results are looking like, based off of the Twitter poll, the 2 top games that are winning are Okami and Valhalla. And then the 2 top games that are winning on YouTube are Fields of Mystria and Yakuza Kiwami. So it's literally flip-flopped. So if y'all haven't voted, that will definitely help when it comes to crunching numbers for me, because I'm going to have to do some pretty hard vote tallying to correctly merge both of these polls together to get the right percentages to see which 2 games we're going to be playing for this year rolling into next year's winter season. You still like Satan, Lucifer, and Belfi the best? Okay, good, V. You all know favorites. They're your hubbies that will never change. So you've got Lavi, Beulah, Belfi Nerites. Correct. Also, hello, Bouvel. Enjoy your matcha tea. Thank you for dropping by today. But I think this is the closest and kind of most nerve-wracking poll we've polled so far when it comes to having the community choose what I play for the season, which is nice. I mean, all 4 of those games are solid. You guys might have seen me stream a bit of Fields of Mystria before, so I would be super happy to do that. I love the Yakuza series, and so I need to get back into doing that as well, so I would also love to get that ball rolling too before another game comes out in that series in February. Valhalla is a visual novel-esque style cyberpunk setting bartending game where you mix drinks to your patrons and you learn about their woes and their backstories and all that while you try to make ends meet with your rent and everything. And then Otome is done by the same people that did Viewtiful Joe, and some other like PS2 cult classic games before they disbanded and ended up making Platinum games, where they have made Bayonetta. And there was another one I can't quite remember, but they also did Nier Automata. So out of these games, the only one I have played to full 100% is Valhalla, but it's so good, I honestly wouldn't mind playing it again. Add God Hand to the list, please. I will. There's a couple of classic like PS2 era games Arx really wants to go back and revisit, like God Hand and Killer 7, and I've not played either of those games, waifu. I do love Jill. Jill, the girl that you play as in Valhalla, is definitely waifu material. There's also a couple of other really good characters in Valhalla as well. So whichever way the poll goes, I think we're gonna have a really, really good time this winter. Yes, I am correct. Yay! My memory brain cells worked for a moment. So, that is closing tonight, and I will tally the votes and probably start integrating whatever wins to the schedule next upcoming week. Let's see. Is there anything else news-wise I can really tell you guys? I mean, there's stuff cooking. I've mentioned that. There's definitely stuff cooking. I will probably be having a special announcement before the end of this winter, so keep an eye out for that. I'll probably just have like a chill hand cam stream alongside that announcement in that same stream, because I have some Christmas gifts I need to put together for family that requires crafting hand cam stuff. So whenever I get the okay for the announcement is when that week I will definitely be scheduling that hand cam. Uncle Lavi, hi Hiki, how are you? You're here! You woke up this morning, let's go! Enjoy your Angelica tea too. Oh, by the way, remember how I mentioned the spell that can/could shrink the brother's clothes? Yes, Neorites, you brought that up. I do remember that. I do remember that. I'm not neglecting you, Lucifer. I'm sorry. Oh, I do have a follow-up on the Obey Me announcement too, really quick. I will bring that up for you guys as well. I know I posted one thing in the Obey Me category in the Discord server, but where's my tablet? There it is. This was the poll. Hang on, I need to get off of the poll. So remember, if you guys were here for last Obey Me event stream with all of the news dropping, there was/is a announcement, follow-up announcement, if it will load, because I was saying how it wasn't fair that some of the characters are gonna miss birthdays. Well, the official account announced on the 3rd that birthdays are now going to be celebrated with special stories that will be available on YouTube. Enjoy a fun birthday and night winky face. So they're moving birthdays on to YouTube as YouTube videos or shorts or something, starting with Simeon in February. So that's nice of them. I'm wondering in what kind of format they're gonna do though, because like, is it gonna be like an ASMR format? Is there gonna be visuals? Or are they gonna like, are they gonna make it in like a video format where we can click on a choice and it takes us to another like short video? Do you guys remember that when that was a thing, when people were using annotations and stuff to kind of make like video, like visual novels on YouTube, where there would be a branching path in one video and you would click it, it would take you to another video that continued that branching path? Yeah, you loved it. Was so cool. I wonder what happened to those videos, because I only personally experienced a handful of them myself. I don't know if maybe because YouTube changed how that kind of redirection works or something as to why it's not a thing anymore, but the last time I remember something like that happening was a Silent Hill project that I can't remember what site it was hosted on, but it didn't go very well because they heavily monetized the influence, because like basically what you had to do was watch the episode live and like spend money to like weigh the votes in your favor of choice you wanted the story to go in. So that was the pits, from what I understand. That's literally it was very, very yucky. It did not go very well, and I actually think they hosted it on their own site, so they didn't even have like good chat moderation during the live stream of those episodes either. So you can imagine like the chaos of whatever the hell chat was saying while the episode was going on. Oh, I don't think they're gonna do that. Too much work. Yeah, I think so too, V. But I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. Oh, and then we did have a bud in the Discord server bring up that there is kind of like a side branching project called 𝐋_B, and I found the Twitter account last night. And so I looked into this. 𝐋_B official, Della's detective agency, solving supernatural mysteries with a bite. Vampire secrets and dangers await in 𝐋_B Nightfall's Covenant. So from my understanding, because I scrolled all the way down to see when this account first started. This account first started this year around Anime Expo. And from my understanding, they're just short podcast episodes involving these 3 dudes. I believe 2 of them is a vampire and 1 is a human. And they were being promoted alongside NTT Soulmare stuff and Obey Me at Anime Expo. The voice actors are Leviathan, Satan, and Raphael from Obey Me. Which I'm surprised I didn't catch this earlier, because I follow Satan's VA, because all 3 of them have been retweeting this stuff. So yeah, they were at Anime Expo 2024. Raphael mentioned surprisingly, yeah, right? So Satoshi Kada is Leviathan's VA, Kazuhisa Kiriyama is Raphael's, and Shinya Sumi is Satan's. So it's been here for a bit, but NTT Solmare has not like really pushed them out. So I think that's kind of why like a lot of people don't know about this. But it says over here in the hashtags audio drama, mystery detective. So it's not like the format is definitely podcasty in that sense. I haven't listened to any of it, but it's interesting, I'll say that. But I do not think they're going to forsake 𝐒𝐒𝐕 to push out X and B. When I was looking at who X and B official follows, they don't even follow any of the 𝐒𝐒𝐕 accounts or even NTT Solmare, which I can shut up. Sorry. Here, let me move over to Nightmare. My bad. So I'll go ahead and play their little character promos, but
ここは当たりだ。匂いが違う。何が真実かはこの目で確かめればいい。行くぞ、B!
I was not expecting Levi's voice for X. This is X. He's human. He's a cult detective. I do really like his design though. It's a good design. And then B. Yeah, X really can. X gonna give it to you. And this is Satan's, and I'm like, oh my god. They're so short. The art's really good though. They've had some of the artists from 𝐒𝐒𝐕 do the art for X and B, which is interesting. And there were already people drawing fan art of the 𝐒𝐒𝐕 character and the X and B characters together for the same VA that they voice, which is adorable. Like that. Raphael and B. Here are their official designs too. X really looks like he could be something other than a human instead of just being a human. They should all kiss. B reminds you of Hyde from Servamp. I have not seen Servamp. It's cute they're reposting it. It is! Like, they're excited for the project, which is nice. It's very nice. I would like to point out that B has is a representative of I can't find the appropriate word, but his leg, guys, his leg, because I'm still waking up, which I absolutely love that. I'm loving the fact, yeah, he has a prosthetic. I'm loving the fact that they are giving more representation there. So good. That's really good. And then literally this guy could be your next Castlevania Dracula daddy. So the designs are really good. I do very much love the designs. But it's so cute. The fan art's already so adorable. They all look like your future husband. Very choice, very choice. So I would have to look a little bit more into this personally. If they're just short little supplemental like audio drama podcasts, that would be great. But I have no idea if like X and B takes place in the same realm as 𝐒𝐒𝐕 is the thing. So, but that's what I found out yesterday night. since we had a bud bring that up in the Discord, because I was interested. Is that Devildom VA? It might be. Because I think they have had some of the other 𝐒𝐒𝐕 casts on their audio stuff. So, but I mean, I don't think this is gonna take away from 𝐒𝐒𝐕 as a series, personally. I'm trying to find some more of the art of the characters together. Like that. Look, that's adorable. Same with that. Yeah, they were even promoting crossover art. So I'm not quite sure in what direction they're taking this. They added a cat. Satan's VA finally got a cat in a excuse me. In a sense. So Satan got it. a cat finally. But yeah, so I was like, what is this? Let me look. But they're only following 3 people, which are the VAs. So I feel like this is more a very huge effort on the 3 VAs over it being like the shots are being called by NTT Soulmare. But on that AX post where they were being promoted, they were mentioned that this is a product/project of NTT Soulmare. So we'll just have to see how and where this ends up going from here on out. But there's that. If anybody wants some more Lavi, Raphael, Satan goodness. I love the art, and the designs are very peak already. So what is 𝐋_B? From what it looks like, it is an audio drama. Let me check their Canva site. Mystery meets vampires in this all-new Japanese Otome romance audio drama. There you go. That is what 𝐋_B is. They have a shop? Story bundles and stuff like that. Okay. Side stories and cast talks. Okay, I was like, they have merchandise already. That's dangerous. Don't do that to me. But yeah, okay. So I don't know. It's possible maybe 𝐒𝐒𝐕 might take tips on some of the stuff that's working for 𝐋_B and they might incorporate it into 𝐒𝐒𝐕. I don't know, but I don't think this is the way or the direction 𝐒𝐒𝐕 is going to go, because personally that limits a lot of personal interactions if they just limit it to audio. But this is an extra option. Your wallet just broke out in a cold sweat when you mentioned potential merch. Me too. I started to sweat a little bit. Whiskers is your child now. We're gonna raise them in the garden. Yes, Whiskers is a cutie. But I need to personally look a little bit more into this as well. Whenever I have some more time. Did I read what I said before? No, sorry, nerds. Let me check. I know I missed it a little bit. There is an artwork picture of your husband, Biel and Diavolo, where their clothes have shrank and ripped off, revealing muscular himbo daddy bodies. Before you ask, no, I did not do it. Someone else did. Okay. Got you, got you. I believe you 100%. But yeah. There's another alternative for you guys to possibly get addicted to. But, I know there was some possible, like, worries about, this being the new focus. I don't think it is, just based off of looking at the account. And everything. It really sounds like this is a love project between, oh, I can't hear. Sorry. I'm not used to Raphael's VA. Kata-san, Sumi-san, and Kazuhisa-san. And I hope it goes very, very well for them. Because at first glance, it looks enticing. The art, it's good. It looks... They could be new husbandos, like Hiki is saying. They can get it and everything, yeah. But that's all the news I've got to share with what's happened so far. We'll go ahead and move over to the reading revival for today. Like I said, we're going to be revisiting an old event that I haven't read to y'all called Get Arty with It. Originally, it happened June to July of 2021. We're gonna go ahead, since I have the tablet pulled up. I know you can't see. I know. I was gonna show the nightmare first because we can't revisit nightmares with events. We can only look at the event story. So if we go ahead and check the wiki here and go to related nightmare, the nightmare that was going on at the same time when the event originally dropped is For the Love of Art. And I don't think I pulled in this banner. No, I didn't. But we'll take a look at the cards that was running with this banner. So the first UR that we had is the Everlasting Rose. It is a Solomon card, and they come in that painted art style with an animation. So this is the first card before it was unlocked, and the unlocked version is this one. I wonder how good Solomon is at art. Maybe we'll find out in the event. Because I know I'm not that great. Do they have... They don't have the animated GIFs. Do they have the animated of it? Nope. They don't have the animations for that Solomon card. That's sad. No moving picture. Nope. No moving picture. Rip. Rip. You hear that? If you guys want to contribute to the Obey Me Wiki and you have the card animation, by all means, submit the GIFs. For poor Solomon. Our other UR in that nightmare is Something Worth Saving, which is a Biel UR animated card. That's the non-locked, or the locked version, excuse me, of the art. I know Biel and Belfi are not very good when it comes to artistic abilities. I know that was mentioned before. And then here's the unlocked version. I think he draws on the screen if I remember correctly, which is pretty adorable. Hopefully not as bad as his cooking. It can't be worse than his cooking, right? Oh, we do have the animation for Biel, I think, if it'll load. Will you load? Will you load? There we go. I wonder how many times Biel tried to eat the paint. That's the problem. He'll have to have a bunch of snacks stashed next to him in like a pile while he works. And then, oh yeah, there we go. Oh, he does try to draw on this. Oh, that's cute. Drawing a heart on his cheek. Is that supposed to be cherries? I thought that was a bicycle for a second. All right, sir. He's got the shaky hand, shaky artist hand. It's okay, I can relate. That's cute. But poor Solomon, somebody give Solomon the wiki, the animated GIFs, please. And then the SSR for that nightmare is Woes of a Master Artist, a 𝐓𝐈𝐒 card. Oh my god! That's so cute! I mean, yeah, it doesn't have a lot of artistic, like, structure, but it's still a cute doodle. It's a cute scrungly. That's a scrungly Beal. And the caption says, "I love burgers." He's eating a burger. It's cute. It's adorable. Wait, which character has my hubby Levy's VA and X and B? It's X. The human occult detective is Kada-san's VA. Levy's VA. I said Beal and Levy. You said they're not good. They're not. Beal and 𝐓𝐈𝐒 are not good at art. And unlocked version is, oh, demon form? He's using a chalkboard for this one. He's got the chalk in his tail. Hang on, let me see the full-size image. He's got chalk in his tail up in the top corner. That's adorable. This is a good card. I used to draw on the sidewalk when I was a child. When I was a young plant girl, I would go out and do some sidewalk chalk art. Not anymore though. However, there were some people when I went to a con this year that had chalk outside, and they were drawing stuff on the sidewalk with chalk. It was really neat to see all the nerdy stuff that they drew. Actually, someone did draw Beelzebub on the sidewalk, so I remember that. Kudos to the Obey Me fan at the con that drew Beelzebub in chalk to the con that I went to this year. I also saw, you know, Sonic, Tails and Knuckles, and some other video game stuff that was drawn. Oh, hi, Rami. Hello, welcome in. How you doing today? Perfect timing. We were just now starting to get into the reading because I had a couple of announcements and news to talk about, and I also still needed to wake up. I don't think I sound as sleepy anymore. Back in my days, for real though. How much chalk art do you see? Because I don't see very many, but I do think it was adorable. Whoever decided to supply chalk at the con for that convention, they were very kind in doing so. But those are the main cards for that nightmare. We'd also get SR cards of Diavolo and Luke. So that was For the Love of Art nightmare banner that ran with the Get Arty With It event. You don't see much anymore. It was very nice when there was more around. There was. It's nice to like show some creativity that way and just like, you know, make things a little different every now and then. I feel like that kind of transferred into graffiti, but you know, there's still controversy when it comes to graffiti art and such. I'm neither here nor there with graffiti art. Like, I obviously think it's an art form and it's a way for people to express themselves, but there are some other things you need to keep in mind, like where you decide to do it and things, obviously. But we need to go back to chalk. Graffiti with a permit. Yeah. Like, as long as you know where it's okay and where it's not okay, express yourself however you want. Okay, so we looked at the nightmare, but we haven't looked at the cards that you can get by running this event. So, looking at this, our main card is a UR Spray Paint Lucifer card with the skill A Taste for Art and Be Bold. Oh look, speaking of graffiti, he's using it. He's using it in the unlocked version. And in the locked version, I see you, Lucifer. You've unbuttoned yourself a little bit. Okay, okay. I suppose sitting in a stuffy art room for a while can get a little hot in there. He better have permission. I think so. Especially if Devildom gets interested in graffiti. Can you imagine? We kind of did do some graffiti in one of Devildom's Christmas Devilgrams. We had to like paint the town to appease like whatever issue was happening at the time, if I remember correctly. Hello again, Arraune. I hope you're doing great today. Our UR memory is emotions to canvas with the skill art class time. I really wanted to get this memory card, but I didn't get it because getting memory cards is always so freaking hard to do. Because it has 3 of my very, very favorite top demons in there. Satan, Devildom, and Mammon. The SSR we've got is Immortalized on Canvas, a Barbatos card with the skill Perfect Colors and Splendid Colors. This is also really nice. I like what they did with his image for the unlocked art card. That the contrast between the locked and the unlocked, where he's all kind of like being restrained and trying to figure it out first, going into the, well, heck it, we'll just have fun and be creative kind of like art splash and everything is nice. Then there's also SSR, aspiring manga artist with the skill drawing together. Lavi and Luke having a bonding moment over Rurichan is really nice. Natsu, why are you barking? Natsu, are you a Barbatos fan? Is that what I'm understanding? Arf arf aru, I mean good morning. Good morning, arf arf aru. To you too. That means you picked the right hubbies because you're like in the same boat as Beal and Levy, kind of. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't count myself as an artiste. I like to dabble a little bit, but I only like dabbling in meme redraws right now. Just like you, for real. I know there's a bark emote in the Discord server. I'll let you guys have it when I get my second, or my 2.0 model. You guys can go ham with the bark emote. Labi-san, your laugh is nice and cute. Oh, thank you, Arraune. I tend to laugh a lot to hide my nervousness. So I'm glad it's not annoying, because I feel like I laugh a little bit too much sometimes. Sometimes it's just the dog in you. Uh-huh. Good morning. I'll excuse the dog in you because it's morning and you're still waking up. Arx for when he sees this. Arx, your husband misses you. Get over here. Arx is working right now. You know what, though? I'll message him. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna screen capture that comment and send it to him. Oh, you've been here for a bit. I don't even have to do it. He was just lurking in the shadows. Hi, Arx. I hope work has been going well. Arx, are you gonna tell Natsu about your really good One Piece pull last night? My laugh is beautiful. I like your laugh and personality. Arraune, thank you so much. That really makes me feel nice and warm inside. I appreciate that. I know my laugh is annoying. I'm sorry. What are you talking about, Natsu? You just want to say I'm sorry on my stream, don't you? Natsu, your laugh is fine. If anything, you should laugh more. My laugh is awful, and I actually laugh too often. You do not, Arcs. I laugh more than you do. Facts. You two, Arcs. Laugh some more, Diva. Hiki's bullying the guys in chat to laugh more. Let's go. But yeah, Arcs went to locals last night and had a very good time, if I do say so myself. Moving to the next cards though, the regular SRs we have are going to be Asmo and Simeon. So that's it for all of like the cards that we can get from the event and from the nightmare that was previously running alongside it. If we take a look inside the event is kind of short. It's kind of short. I say that because there's no split branching options for this reading. It's just one straight reading. There's not going to be any differences to go back and forth from. I had all of this unlocked, but I don't think I read this. I guess we'll find out. I'll see if it jogs my memory, but I'm pretty certain I was, at this rate, I was just kind of clocked out on reading events and was just unlocking everything so I can try and like get rewards out of it. But let's dive in. Art week for everyone. Hopefully this event will hopefully inspire some artists in the audience. Maybe give them some creative juices. Huh? I get that it's art week, but why the heck do we gotta submit something as a group? You've never done art week before, right, Lavinark? No, and I'm too scared to do it right now. You're gonna force me to participate in a group art project? Who does that? Who does that? It's hard enough to do a regular group project, but an art group project? We all do a project of some kind and turn it in. We used to just do our own thing, but now a group project got tacked onto it. Extra work? Do your own thing and do a group one? I would not survive this. Us brothers, the three from Purgatory Hall, and Lord Diavolo and Barbatos are working together. Well, if it was me having to work with you guys, I wouldn't be as nervous, but if it was like random people at school, I'd be hella nervous. I mean, that sounds like fun! Who's the artiste out of this group? Ain't you the optimist? What are we doing anyway? I'm pretty sure either Lord Diavolo or Lucifer will think of something. Uh-oh, who's laughing? Have no fear, I have just the solution.
Huh?
Manga? You want us to draw a manga? Exactly. I knew you'd catch on, Lavinark. Wait a minute. What's our deadline? Because, like, Levi, mangakas are like zombies. Their work ethic is so bad. Like, they have no breaks. I'm gonna get worked to the bone if we draw a manga. You write stories when there's time and are inspired. That's a fun way to do as a hobby, V. My hobby used to be reading more and playing Otome games, but hobby-wise, what I do to wind down is if I'm not watching stuff, it's prepping things for fun streams with y'all and getting everything sorted. Alright, we'd catch on, we're so smart. So someone starts off with chapter 1. When they finish drawing, then the next person does chapter 2 and so on. Oh, this is gonna be so convoluted. We keep passing it on, and before we know it, we'll have our own original manga that probably makes no sense and doesn't have like an overarching story. So, are you game for a manga relay? Oh man, I wonder how this manga story is gonna turn out. Here, I got the chapter 1 manuscript done. When people think of manga, they think of school romances, right? The story opens with me, the main character, running down the street, scarfing a piece of toast and shouting, "I'm late, I'm late!" Then I turn a corner and run smack dab into a truck. Oh, someone. Damn, not a truck. No isekai. Alright, tropey mangaka. Let's go. I based that someone on you, Lavinark. Our first meeting leaves a bad impression, but it turns out that you've transferred to my school, to my class even. Our desks are side by side, and we gradually grow closer and closer. Then, in the final chapter, we fall for each other and go in for a kiss. Nice setup. You mean like this? What? Yes, just like that? Anyway, would you pass the manuscript along? He fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. As the editor, the success of the manga relay rests on your shoulders, Lavinark. Oh no, I'm the editor. Keep the others on track, okay? Oh no! This is not gonna be my fault.
Oh!
Looks like I'm up. What did Levy draw? Yeesh, how unoriginal can you get? You know, for someone like Levy that is all into this stuff, you think he wouldn't go for, like, the easiest story setup. But he did. That reminds you, you still need to write more lore for your project. Hopefully this will give you some inspo, Hiki. Oh, hang on, I have a hangnail. It's been catching. Let me get rid of this. Banish. I banish the... There we go. Since it's getting cold, my nails are getting fragile. Last night, Legend of Heroes hit you with 3 light novels to read, and it took you hours. And you also played some Nikki. Oh, Nazi, you're playing Nikki? Also, wait, how does Legend of Heroes have light novels inside of the game? What is the context of that, Natsu? Nail clipping ASMR? I'm sorry. My nails, the past couple days, they've been getting, I guess, caught on stuff, and then they start catching on other things, so it really bugs the crap out of me when they do that. So if I see it, I have to immediately trim it down. The last few years you were kind of too depressed to write, and some of your stories suffered greatly because of that. As in, you don't think it was your best work, V? I think it's best to put something out whether it's your best work or not. That way you're still, like, building it up, if that makes sense. Like, kind of like exercising. It's best to do little bits and pieces every day so you don't end up falling backwards on your progress. Alright, Mammon, how would you change it? I bet it has to do with going to a casino, doesn't it? Hey, I got this. The Great Mammon will fix it up for you. Uh-oh. Check it out! A handsome, rich-as-hell guy heads to the big city for a chance to line his pockets even more. Of course, this guy is modeled after yours truly. Okay, what happened to Levi's story?
Huh?
Who gives a crap? Just whip up some plot twists and it'll work out. Oh, get this guy out of the writing room, stat. Hi, Lucid. Welcome in. How are you doing so far today? We are trying to write a manga. We're doing a manga relay, so one character writes one chapter and passes it off to the next, and we're tasked with trying to keep the dang story on top from getting out of whack. Your projects are kind of dead. Aw. Just take it easy, V. I would slowly get back into doing projects. However, I'm the kind of person that's like, here's my good advice, but I don't take my own advice because a lot of my own projects are also dead. Ones that I personally have to manage and stuff are dead. There are some other projects I'm in that I'm excited about, but I'm relieved at the fact that I'm not the one like at the helm of it at the moment. I'm hoping that maybe when these projects are done, I'll have the motivation to go back and do my own projects and everything. You might have depression, probably. Depression can pop up in the worst times, V. If you feel like this for multiple months, I would suggest possibly being seen about it, because I personally also take medication that helps me with such things, and I know medicine doesn't work for everyone, but exploring your options, I think, at least, you know, trying it out just to see if it helps you is very important, because I can at least say when I was not on medication, I was not having as much of a daijobu time compared to now. Pineapple pop tea. It's such a fruity tea, but it's really good. Nice tea pick. That just made me reach for my own tea. Hang on.
Thank you for your patronage.
Lucid, thank you for the resubscription for 2 months. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna dance on Mammon because his idea stinks. Mammon, your idea stinks. Everyone's gonna get whiplash by the end of this event because everyone's gonna self-insert into this manga. I can already feel it. I can feel it. All the brothers are gonna be like, and who cares about this previous story? Let me just put my own self in. But I mean, if Satan just wants to put himself in and add cats, I think that's the story I want to follow. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hang on. So, okay, wait. It's all the brothers plus Diavolo and Barbatos. So I wonder what's going to happen when we get to Lucifer, Diavolo, and Barbatos's, like, contributions. Chaos manga without a real plot. Yeah, exactly. The way this is gonna happen is it's gonna end up being broken up into a 4-coma. So like each chapter is just gonna be its own like one offshoot that's never gonna get finished. The guy heads to a casino and wouldn't you know it, hits the jackpot. He's the talk of the town overnight. Hahaha, perfect, yeah? Anyway, the guy falls for a dealer at the casino. And that dealer is you, Lavinark. So, they hit it off, and in the end, they kiss, right? This is just an opportunity for me to kiss everyone. Let's go. Hey, you can't just lay a wet one on me out of nowhere. Wait, was it really that wet? I guess I have been drinking tea, okay. But yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh,
Okay, then I'm counting on you for continuity. It was soggy, no! Oh no! Now that just made me think that we're just exchanging spit between all the guys. Gross, gross, gross. So, Mammon and Levy's chapters were cliche, yes? Allow me to liberate you from their boring ideas. Behold, the trendy reincarnation storyline. Wait, what? Levy lent me a manga the other day that was far too amusing not to use for inspiration. What happened to the high school high roller? The lead has to die to be reincarnated anyway, so you can kiss that arc goodbye. Asmo just killed off Mammon! Y'all are rough with your stories. I don't know if I could handle reading any of this stuff if you're just gonna do that. What the heck? Also, I can't sign into my soundboard right now. Gosh dang it. I was gonna use a soundboard for that. Oh well, you've been spared today. Anyway, the main character comes back as a hideous beast. He's based on me, by the way. Are we rolling with Beauty and the Beast right now? He used to be loved and admired by all for his dashing good looks, but now that he's a beast, nobody will give him the time of day. However, he meets someone who loves him regardless. That's you, Lavinark.
Whoa.
True love blooms, and the story climaxes with a kiss that returns our beloved hero to his rightful form. The option to just... is very tempting. Just stare at him is very tempting, but we'll give him kissies. It's actually, at least that story has a lesson to be learned, usually, if we're basing this off of Beauty and the Beast. So, credits to you, Asmo. You actually have some substantial, like, lesson to be had if we went with this story compared to the other two. What do you think? Am I even more stunning after the kiss? I'm always capable of becoming more beautiful. 𝐓𝐿𝐹e is up next, I believe. His artwork is unique, to say the least. Be a dear and protect my story, Lavinark. I can't keep up with this. I can't promise you anything. Hey, Lavinark. I drew a concept for my main character. Check it out. A bufo toad or a demon killer remora? Are we going with a toad or a remora? A toad or a fish? You know what that means? Fish. You can't be serious. He's a king. Oh, okay, so the reincarnated beast becomes a king? The beast trope did nothing for me, so I made him human again. It'll work. So, a sorcerer from an enemy land places a sleeping curse on the king. And he stays asleep for a couple of centuries, see? I didn't have to put much in these panels, so it was a breeze to draw. So we went from Beauty and the Beast to Sleeping Beauty? Then, in the final chapter, a brave knight wakes him up with a kiss. That knight is based on you, Lavinark. You know what? I don't mind being a knight. Kissing again? Every chapter is kissy-wissy. So that means I can kiss you now too, right? You're up next. My thoughts exactly. Close your eyes. Okay. This isn't too bad of an event. I don't remember this event though. So I probably didn't actually read this event. Dang, I missed a good one. Your kiss is so comforting that I could fall asleep without a care in the world. Like my story, but backwards.
よろしくね。
Anyway, it's up to you now. Keep the plot threads together, got it? You... Impossible. I'm sorry. I'm not a miracle worker. Out of spite, I suggest we kill off Asmo. Asmo got it easy. Belfi was nicer to his character compared to him killing off Mammon's character. Whereas Mammon just wanted to write a plot, like, twist for Levi's. Asmo kinda harsh when it comes to beauty. Forgot to ask, how are y'all doing? I'm doing good, Lucid. Happy to be here and read into you guys. This seems like a pretty quality story so far, even if it's zany and not gonna make like a lick of sense by the time we're done with it. I hope you were doing good, Lucid. Has anyone bought any Christmas gifts for family or friends? I've got my shopping mostly out of the way, but I'm still like, I'm still in the market for like friend gifts ideas. So let me pick your guys' brains, if possible. Use up all the fairy tales. A manga about us just kissing many different hot guys. Almost sounds like an ecchi manga. Almost, but it's tame. It's a lot tamer. Everyone's going all out drawing this story. I just hope my non-existent art skills don't get in the way. Aww. But I've thought of the best storyline ever. We'll make it a cooking battle manga with tons of good food. Oh, so Food Wars? So, the reincarnated king takes up cooking. Just make him a foodie. It'll work. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable, Beal. Here's what I'm thinking. The main character gets a job at a restaurant that's about to go under. Plus, he's got a brilliant sense of taste and can tell what ingredients are in any dish with just a single bite. He and the pastry chef initially butt heads, but their bond deepens as the story progresses. Is this Ratatouille? I had you in mind for the pastry chef, by the way. In the final chapter, they defeat a rival restaurant in a cook-off and share a kiss of joy? Joyful passion? In the heat of the moment? For everyone to see? I was thinking of a hug, but that's better. Of course you were, you soft himbo. You're going over to Purgatory Hall next, right? I'm counting on you, Lavinark. Wait, what about Satan? What about Satan and Lucifer? We're gonna hit up Luke and Simeon first, or next, instead. The three of us have decided to work together. Simeon will draw the characters and I'll do the backgrounds. Luke will handle the Egg King. No, that's not fair! They don't get their own each individual chapters, they're just doing a single chapter together as Purgatory Hall members. But I wanted to kiss you, too, and give Luke a hug.
We want to do a story about Purgatory Hall, but as a share house. So, we'll have the main character move in and...
What's wrong, Luke? You froze up while reading the brothers' manga. Oh no, Luke has seen all the kissing scenes. Shield him. Shield him. It's too late. You too, Simeon? Let me see. Oh, they must have realized that it also makes absolutely no consistent sense. So many plot lines that lead nowhere. The king chef moves into a share house.
Perfect.
Or we can say 3 students live in a share house, and one of them is the Chef King in disguise.
Oh, that works.
Does it? Then, one day, a new student moves in. That student is based on you, Lavinark.
We want to make it a heartwarming slice of life manga. You know, with them making dinner and studying together and stuff.
Good, we get a break from all of the all of the kiss trade-offs. In a sense, ever since the reincarnation thing, it's been the same main character, right? So this main character has been getting some from a new different character based off of us in each chapter. Sheesha. That's hilarious, since that character is the character Asmo made. You're doing good now, and no, you're too broke. Oh, are you, maybe, does anybody happen to have any, like, craft ideas for gifts? Possibly? Just make it your own DIY kind of gifts. You were giving Belfie the most intense look just now. Also, yes, you got something for your baby nephew. Oh, what did you get, Nerites? For Beal, we made the move. That's kind of how it always is when it comes to Beal. It's very rare that Beal makes any romantic moves, which I'm okay with. It makes sense for his personality type. In older events, the side characters did not get attention, which is really sad. Yeah, I think we are still in that year where they were just now kind of like having the side characters be a bit more personally / romantically involved, like little bits and pieces. And then for Nightbringer, they did the thing with 13 Raphael and Mephisto. If you ask me though, I feel like 13 Raphael and Mephisto have it even worse off than the original side characters when it comes to them being involved in events. They've done a little bit better like the last month or so with them, but man, it's still like super duper scarce. Kissing scenes would be so much more interesting if it was less tame. I know, Lucid. I know. If you want something in a similar vein to Obey Me that's definitely 18 and up, there is What in Hell is Bad. That's the spiciest thing on the gacha / mobile market right now for Otome. It's too embarrassing for me to read on stream after that first look impression stream that I did. But it definitely had it's got it. What in Hell is Bad mentioned. I have been summoned. Hiki, how often do you play What in Hell is Bad? I didn't have space on my iPad to keep it. Maybe I will have space after we finish all of the OG Obey Me event revivals. I'll probably put OG Obey Me on my phone, and then I can put What in Hell is Bad and some other things on my iPad. You're trying to play more often recently. Have they been a little bit better when it comes to their English translations? Like, have they cleaned up their misspellings and some sentences? This is exactly the same as Purgatory Hall, guys. There's nothing wrong with basing a story on real events, says the author of TSL. Diavolo is up next, correct?
Oh. You've got to continue our story, okay?
Will it work, though? Okay. They said Diavolo, like, singularly, so are we getting alone time with Diavolo?
Oh.
Superb. What a relief it is to see everyone so committed to the task.
Barb's is here!
Dang it! Never mind. The event is not as good as I was hoping it would be. We don't get alone time with the side characters. The content is questionable, though.
Yep.
A little chaos makes it all the more entertaining. Of course, he's gonna be okay with it. This is gonna be so embarrassing. I mean, I'm glad you see it that way. Come now. Art is combustible. Isn't that what they say in the human world? Wait, what? Devildom, I don't mean to insult you, but I've never heard anyone say that before. I don't think that's how the saying goes. Thank you, BB.
Eh?
The young master came up with the story for our submission, and I handled the artwork.
Ah.
A young man's chance encounter with a fairy puts him on the path of adventure, and he becomes a hero. So a reincarnated chef king living in a share house becomes a hero. Just trying to keep tabs on the continuity right now. Rather a mouthful, isn't it? The hero makes many allies on his journey to defeat the Demon King. Should the future king of the Devildom really be writing a story like that? Let him live. Let this man live. I will ask it though. Adding a few controversial elements makes it more exciting, don't you think? Why is he the most head on his shoulders, kind of writing so far? I mean, not that the Purgatory Hall also wasn't a good story, but theirs was definitely comfy, cozy kind of story plotline. Devildom. If Devildom was serious, he could probably be a screenwriter. So eventually the hero confronts the Demon King. However, the Demon King turns out to be a man of reason. He aids the hero in bringing peace and prosperity to the world. That is the story. Gosh dang it, Devildom. Why are you wholesome? Compared to the beginning, it has been cleaned up. Okay, that's good. Cause it was a little hard to finagle reading it in real time when the structure itself was a little difficult to interpret sometimes. Your ADHD is so bad your parents stopped trying to understand you. Aww. I'm sorry, Lucid. That's so sad. I hope they end up coming around and giving an extra chance. But if not, I'm willing to try and understand you. And I'm sure some buds here would also be willing to, do so as well. We're happy to have you here. And to converse with you. It would have been better to make a manga with a lot of short stories instead of this hot mess. I agree, V. Devildom did a self-insert. All of the characters have been doing self-inserts. ADHD things, you guess. Yeah, it's really hard to try and communicate fully with people that aren't neurodivergent and have them understand. It's the same thing with people that aren't chronically ill, so I understand that. I can relate. How touching, Devildom. This one makes the most sense. Wonderful, my lord. My lord. My lord. Now, let us hope Satan can bring it all together. Oh. We're leaving the important part to Satan. Is Lucifer even going to assist? It's okay. If anyone can do it, Satan can do it. Because he's experienced many different stories and outcomes, and not just one genre like Lavi has. This exceeds my expectations. in the worst possible way. Yeah, I know, I'm so sorry. I tried my best. Could you work your magic, please, Pookie? Please, baby girl? You know I will. Oh. Lord, bless us with this man. All of these stories lack one critical element. Oh my god, is he gonna say a cat? Is he gonna say the critical element is a cat? Cats. Guys. Cats. Let's go. I knew I could count on you. We could count on him. That's my man right there. We can count on him. Cats are synonymous with stories. Stories are synonymous with cats. Cats and stories are the same thing. For sure, you're speaking my language. I knew you'd understand. We can turn the fairy who appears before the hero into a cat. That's right. Fuck that fairy. I don't trust Faye anyway. Replace it with a cat. The hero's bond with the cat deepens as they journey together. In reality, the cat who was once human, but they were cursed and trapped into that form. The cat asked the Demon King to break the curse. When they become human once again. When they become human once again, they kiss, right? He just turned this into the Princess and the Frog, didn't he? We're not the fairy anymore. We're the cat. We are the cat. We are the human turned cat. Why, yes. You have a great sense for storytelling. Oh, it's sad that Simeon was of no help. I know. He actually could have got this together correctly. This is my fault. I will take the fall for Satan inserting cats into the story plot. Had I gone first, I would have made it a daily life manga about living with cats. Oh, so big brain. But at any rate, this should be perfect. Next is Lucifer. See to it that my efforts don't go to waste. We are not erasing that cat. It's not even that, it's what you say randomly on combos sometimes, to be honest. Oh, it's okay. And what you do. No, that's okay. I guess they just don't quite understand how to appropriately converse in that direction, Lucid. It's not something that it's hard to like form words about it. Like, I understand because like I have my own baggage as well, and then I have really good friends that also have similar diagnoses and stuff like that, and it's just maybe also a generational thing. But as Hiki said, yeah, hugs and kisses, and like you're definitely welcome here too as well, Lucid. So like whatever you're dealing with right now and whatever struggles you have, everybody's still welcome here, and I'll try to accommodate as much as I possibly can to everybody as well, make them feel comfortable and welcome. Lavi inserting herself in this game would be hilarious. I actually do have some Obey Me stuff specifically for Lavi. Like, I have her student ID, and I also have her relationship chart for season 1. And I have a couple of Obey Me, like, commissioned art as well, Lucid. So I have done a little bit of inserting, but because I can't settle on a favorite, it's really hard for me to, like, dig into the Yume ship community that is around the Obey Me fandom. But I do very much enjoy the moots that I follow that are so super dedicated to their husbando, and like the super adorable like artwork that they have gotten commissioned for their pairing, like, gives me the feels. It gives me doki dokis. It makes me feel happy seeing like the really like cute scenarios that they have put their characters in with the other Obey Me character and everything. Multi-universe theory would be a possible save. It would. I think that's the only thing that can save this manga right now. Lucifer, I really hope you have a bright idea for this, because, oh my gosh, you were just imagining the fairy to be Malleus. Malleus is the only exception for me when it comes to Fae kind. My radar is immediately set to, hey, are you Fae? Are you a fairy? Can you, like, stay a couple of feet away from me and not make any sudden moves? No, I don't want to play with you. I don't, whatever game you have for me, I don't want none of it. Personally, because the tea break garden is situated at the base of Yggdrasil. If anyone has some knowledge about Nordic mythology and stuff, Yggdrasil is like basically the tree of life, where the spawn, like the initial central point where multiple different worlds can be traversed through. It's also known as Odin's gallows. So there are definitely enchanted mystical things and residents that are also residing within Yggdrasil, and Fae are definitely one of those species as well. And traditionally, Fae they're just a bunch of children that will go to any such lengths just to have fun on their own whimsy. So, I'm not an initial big fan of that kind of what would you say, lifestyle, I guess you could say. Looks like it needs to be a fairy of an idea. So, very few exceptions, I will actually, like, welcome Fae into the tea break garden. I mean, like, I'll entertain them for a while, but I don't want to be, like, their actual, like, plaything. You know what I mean? I don't want to indulge them so much that, I'm the one that's getting bullied and, like, toyed around with, you know what I mean? Make it all a strange dream. Oh, at the ending, probably as a nice reset in the manga. But okay, this is sometimes when that's the ending plot point for stuff. It kind of makes me upset that like all this stuff happened and it's like, whoop, it was just a dream. It was just a hot fever dream with a bunch of self-inserts. That's what this manga is. Hey Queen, hey, welcome in. Yes. This is around the time, about an hour and a half. We started an hour and a half ago, so I'm trying to do streams on the weekends around that time, so more buds can drop by on the weekends, because I'm not working, you know, on the weekend, so there's more opportunities for people to pop in and just hang out. Also, hello, Ivy. Welcome in as well. Welcome in. Aren't pixies like the spirits of dead children? Yes, V. Some of them are actually spirited away children as well. It depends on which myth telling you prefer. Kind of like with Alraunes, there's a couple of different ideas of how Alraunes are also how they come to be. So it's a pick your own version you prefer to have happen kind of thing. Are we talking about phase? Yeah, Queen. We were talking about that because in the story we're doing a manga relay, so each character is writing a chapter that continues the manga. So like Levi started with a very tropey school manga. I'm late, put toast in my mouth. Oh no, I bumped into this character, and then we eventually like grow close together and fall in love doki dokis with. So that was his chapter. Then we moved on to Mammon, and Mammon was like, meh, that's so tropey. Let's go with a gambling high schooler that makes it big, etc., etc. So yeah, what V said. The manga's a hot mess. It's a very big, hot mess. But Diavolo, we got onto the topic of Fae because Diavolo wanted the companion, quote unquote, the MC insert to be a fairy, I think. Pretty sure. Or at least the companion to the MC for his story of the manga chapter to be a fairy. And Satan turned the fairy into a cat. And I was like, I'm good with that cat because I'm lukewarm in general when it comes to fae and fairies because old time lore, they're not nice. So I was explaining a bit about that in terms of Lavi's lore with the Tea Break Garden and other residents around the Tea Break Garden and stuff like that. Yeah, V brought up Malleus, and I was like, Malleus is like one of the very first candidates of fae that I'm actually definitely very okay and comfortable with having as an attendee or in my presence, you know? So I'm very, very choosy and picky. There's like only one other fae that comes to mind outside of Malleus that I'm totally like okay with having around, and he is a character from Cafe Enchanté. I can't remember his name, but he's a Dullahan type fae. So if you guys have seen The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the Headless Horseman, that's a Dullahan. So, but yeah, I would have to expand my repertoire when it comes to more friendly fae characters I'm okay with. Hi Silvar, welcome in. You just woke up. Good morning. Make sure you eat. Make sure everybody's eating and having their tea or their water today. You remember this one? It makes no sense. It really is off the rails right now. You finally got YouTube to open. Hi, Queen and Silvar. 𝐒𝐿𝐒 double with the double stream support. You like phase and phase personally. I like their mischievousness, but I don't like it when it's directed to me. Because a lot of the times, if you aren't smart when you encounter fays and fairies, you're gonna end up dead, for the most part. Or cursed. You're really not supposed to indulge in any food fae give you, or their parties that they throw as well, because you can end up being under their influence / control, usually, as well. You don't know anything about Sleepy Hollow, though. I've only watched it a handful of times. But I wouldn't say Sleepy Hollow is like the definitive like story for a Dullahan. It's just like one personal telling of such a circumstance. You genuinely came running when you saw Queen. That's cute. You'll just have to be smart then so they don't aim their evilness towards me. Exactly. But personally with me, I don't want to work that hard to stay alive. You feel like if you were ever in a fantasy world, you end up automatically dead because of some dumb thing you ended up doing because you see someone with white hair, it's your weakness. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of traps out there. Gotta be careful. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how long I would last too personally. It depends on the world and what's in it. Alright, Lucifer, how are you going to fix this? Satan just added a cute cat. So, they actually did a manga relay. I thought it was merely a joke. What's more, the story made it all the way to me without being discontinued. I imagine I have you to thank for that. Oh, please don't thank me till you read this. However, the thought of skimming through these pages fills me with dread. No doubt, they each prioritized their own ideas without giving a single thought to the overarching plot. I suppose you are correct. Satan at least didn't self-insert himself, so... Does he at least get a cookie for that? He just self-inserted a cat. In this particular case, I would have preferred to have been wrong. Sorry. Guess you'll just have to rewrite everything, huh? What if you were secretly a fae, too? Depends on your temperament, Queen. I mean, there are, like, halflings or changelings, which are... If I remember correctly, they are stolen away children that basically become half fae, so they have some fae abilities. There's a changeling also in Cafe Enchanté. You know what? I just recommend Cafe Enchanté because it has to do with mythical beings and stuff, and I've very much enjoyed reading it myself. But I can't read it to you guys because it's an Otome game. But if you guys need an Otome to read, I suggest Cafe Enchanté. Also, Lavi, I got 2 things for your nephew. You forgot what the first thing is, but the other thing is a book that can be used to teach him how to read. Oh, that's cute. I hope he gets very, very good use out of that, Narites. If Queen is a fae, then you are a werewolf. Okay, let's go. Let's go. You'll have to look into it. Yes, I like the designs. The main guy is a quote-unquote demon lord. So, and he looks good. And his main color theme is purple. And there's an angel in it that is obsessed with visual novels and Otome. And his route was so good. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is, but I love him a lot as well. You think you remember me mentioning it before, to be honest? Yeah, I probably have. Because Collar Cross Malice and Cafe Enchanté are ones that I really like. So I've probably mentioned it before. Same with Busta Fellows. Busta Fellows is also a really good one. I recommend. And of course, Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly and Ashen Hawk that Hiki ended up playing. But only if you want to tear yourself apart from the inside, because it's kind of a sad Otome series for the Psychedelica series. But Cafe Enchanté it's got a nice balance of fantasy, cute, whimsical fluffiness and seriousness in it. It's worse than I thought.
Oh.
All right, here is what we'll do. The protagonist is a human who has been brought to the Devildom, where they live with 7 unique demon brothers. That is so unoriginally Lucifer. Lucifer is a, what's the word? What is he doing? I forgot. What's he doing? It's not, well, he's copycatting, but I forgot what the actual word is. Like, when you copy someone else's work and submit it as your own. He's doing that. He's doing that. The story thus far has been magically induced hallucinations from said brothers. Amidst the unpredictable happenings of daily life, the protagonist forms a strong bond with the eldest, and they fall in love, and yeah, I see that smirk. You wanna kiss. Seriously? You too, Lucifer? Oh, that's so funny. The call out is so funny, but nah, I'll give you a kiss for a happy ending. Yes. I won't allow anyone to take you from me. Not even in a work of fiction. Damn!
Oh.
There. The project is complete. Alright. Plagiarizing. Yes! That is correct. Yes. They... Lucifer just plagiarized. I bet Lucifer's the one who's behind all of the events where it ends up being just a dream at the end. I'm pinning him for it. Okay, we have an extra segment, so I wonder what else is left over, because we kind of wrapped up the manga relay. Guess this is gonna be the outcome of that relay. I'm nervous. Uh-oh. What even is this?
何これ?
This manga is a train wreck. Were you even listening? It's a relay. Everyone's supposed to continue the story that gets handed to them. I thought I made that crystal clear. How does a student get mixed up in gambling only to be reincarnated as a beast, become a king, win a cooking contest, and then the dang cat appears out of nowhere before the hero? And then it turns out that they dreamt the whole thing. I'm a lousy editor. Oh, I'm not blaming you, Lavinark. What are you talking about? I should have put my foot down somewhere. It is kind of my fault.
Huh?
It was gold up through my part, yeah? Killing him off was a big mistake. Excuse you. I brought beauty to a dry canvas. It's whoever crowns him king out of the blue who doesn't understand art. I thought the king becoming a chef was an interesting idea. Right.
Should we have put a tea party scene into the share house chapter?
Maybe. That was it. That was the fatal flaw, Luke. There wasn't no tea in this manga. I don't think that's the issue here.
Yeah.
All of this could have been avoided if only you had added a cat in the opening chapter. No, this was unavoidable. The original plan was simply too ambitious. Indeed, I think it came out rather well, all things considered. Everyone's individuality comes through nicely. Y'all are insane. You mean individuality, more like insane. I was very entertained. In fact, I think it deserves an anime adaptation. Diavolo, you're too nice. You're too nice.
Mate.
How did an anime like this even work? Would you like to find out? He's gonna shell out money. Wait, are we gonna see the anime version? Oh, no way.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, Lord. Oh my god. What is this place? Diavolo, what did you do? I thought watching the manga might be more entertaining than reading it. He's not wrong. I don't have the time to force my eyes to read more. I already read enough for stream and everything. Diavolo flexing his, like, ridiculous amount of power right now.
Oi!
Hey, check it out! There's another levy over there. Uh-oh. Oh, we're actually gonna be standing like we're watching a 3D movie. We're not actually gonna be like participating. We have to just stand and watch from the sidelines. Oh lord, here we go. That's the Levi from the manga brought to life. Wait, that means... What was that about? Jeez! Is it that hard to watch where you're going? They nearly made me late. I didn't think they were cute. Not in the slightest. Oh no. They're gonna like be ooh-woo in all the chapters for us. Let's go! Thank you for the treat, Diavolo. Make it stop! Seeing myself like this is so humiliating, I could die. I think it's awesome. I'm keeping this locked in my memory. Quit being nice! You're making it even harder!
Huh?
Huh? What's going on? A fade out between scenes, maybe?
Yeah.
It's not very smooth. Someone must have messed up the inking. I don't believe this scene was in our manga. Oh no, I wanted to see the other scenes. Now we have a problem. Dang it.
Huh?
Huh, where are we now? Explain, Diavolo. There seems to be a curse interfering with my magic. Wait, how did the manga get cursed already? Also, thank you for the posture check and hydrate, Natsu. I will do that. There's always a problem. Honestly, I was enjoying the storyline already. They didn't have to throw in this kind of problem. I just wanted to see all of the boys reap what they sowed by doing the self-inserts. How did this happen? Curse? Lord Diavolo's magic must have drawn a curse from somewhere else. Cat. Cat.
Hmm?
A black cat. What is it doing here? Let me pet it too! Pet. Go right ahead. He seems to be a friendly little fellow. First thing Satan does is just go up to it and pet it. I mean, me too, fam. You guys can solve the curse without Satan and I. We'll just be here petting the cat. And adorable. Alright, all three of us are out. You guys have fun.
Oi!
Get down from there. It's dangerous. Hey, something's fallen. It appears to be... It's a painting. One torn in half by the looks of it. The black cat, or the black cat in this half of the painting sort of resembles this cat, don't you think? I think it's telling us to find the other half. Okay. Wait, do you speak cat, Levi? Because I would like to learn. Just winging it. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
I, however, do understand. He wants us to search out the missing portion. Gosh dang it, Satan.
Huh?
How do you know?
Satan doesn't usually get this worked up over things, does he?
He does when cats are concerned.
Ah.
Coming here must have been fate. Let's band together to assist our furry friend. I suppose that's a better use of our time than standing around.
では。
Exactly. Now, off to find the missing half of the painting. Did our manga relay just get derailed by a cat? However, this manor appears to be quite large. Perhaps it would be more efficient to split up into search parties.
Oh.
Alright, Lavinark, we're heading out. Beep beep! Beep beepa! Beepa! This is the hooky police! Stay right where you are!
Meh.
Won't you join me, Lavinark? I look lovely against the backdrop of these ancient rooms, don't you think? Come on, Lavinark. Don't leave me hanging.
待て待て待て。
Hey, no swiping, Lavinark.
ああ、
Come with me, Lavinark. I have cookies in my pocket. Stop! We tipping me with food, Beal? Beal's upped up his game. Wow.
あ
Accompanying me would be the most constructive use of your time. Fight, fight, fight. Oh. Just tell him to stay. We don't get to use that very often in Nightbringer anymore. Okay. You've become quite powerful, Lavinark. Okay, yeah. There's never a dull moment with them around.
あ
Seriously. Ugh, you spend ages splitting up into groups. It's because a certain someone kept trying to cheat. Mammon.
は
Shut up, fair and square ain't in my dictionary. Damn. You scumbag.
うーん
Still, I wonder how old this manor is. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. I wouldn't be surprised if it were infested with ghosts or zombies. Hey, we've gotten past spooky season. Okay. Hey, enough of that creepy talk. Mammon, behind you! Oh my god!
ギャ
Pathetic. Well played, Lavinark. Yeah, I knew you'd like that. Give me a high five.
ーは
Damn it, Lavinark! Silence, all of you. Lavinark. Careful!
は
Thank goodness. We made it. The floorboards must have rotted with age. One more step and you would have fallen through.
あ
Talk about in sync. We all went for Lavinark's hand at the same time. That's pretty cute. That's cute. Thanks, guys. You gave us such a fright. Sheesh, be more careful, would ya?
ん
It's Diavolo. Apparently they've found something. Oh? I don't like being down here. Huh, that's everyone. See that? It's the black cat from before. It's telling us to follow it. Okay, well, let's go then.
うん
We don't know what's up ahead, so be on your guard.
Okay.
It's humid in here and it smells like mold. This place sucks. Man, I didn't need to know that. I hate humidity, and I don't like the smell of mold. This place does suck, Belfie.
あ
And the floor is gooey too. What the hell? Get me out of here right now. Yeah, the floor's... Wait, gooey? I have a...
We're in danger, I think.
You and me both. What? Is it an earthquake? No, it better not be like a rolling ball. An epically giant shadow sea cucumber? What? Why are we getting chased all of a sudden again? I've had enough of this shit with Henry 1.0. And I think we also Indiana Jones'd it one time in an event as well. That reminds you that one time where we made that contraption with which we made all of them submit to us, including all the side characters. Are we talking about the, like, dolls, V? In Nightbringer, where we had a bunch of, like, little mini dolls of the characters? It's absolutely enormous. Let's eat it. All right, Beal, let's go. It's your time to shine, homie. Hey. A giant shadow sea cucumber shouldn't be this large. The curse must be to blame. It seems we have no choice but to eliminate it. That's right, you're up, Beal. Get in there. I'm counting on you guys. I don't like this place already, so you guys can handle it. I'm having to deal with the humidity right now. Your girl does not like the heat. Lavinark, come over here.
Oh. We'll protect you, Lavinark.
Aw.
Oi.
Whoa, Mammon just whipped out his demon form just like that. You don't see that often. Mammon, you getting serious? Mammon getting serious up in here. No, it was an event in OG. Oh. Oh, I remember what you're talking about, V. The event where we all had to make our own contraptions, and we made one that made them all kneel, I think. Is that a 2021 event? Because I missed a lot of 2021 events. Because that is not ringing a bell. And if we made them all kneel, I feel like I would remember that. Hey, Solomon, don't just sit on your butt. If I must. Heed my call. Wind, subside. Earth, slumber. In the name of Solomon, the sorcerer. The slug stopped moving. Now's our chance. Attack it together. And Mammon and Satan. Oh, Levi, you fucking nerd. Limit are disengaged. Hang on, I have to screenshot this for my friend. Cause they're a Levi. They're also a Levi fan. What a hassle. Holy shit. All of them are gonna turn into their demon forms to push this thing back. Excellent teamwork, wouldn't you say? Why not finish it yourself? You alone would be more than enough. But this is entertaining and he doesn't want to interfere. Why, I could say the same to you, Lucifer. This way, we get to see how much they've grown. Yeah, they're growing up. Yeah, the sea cucumber's toast. Nice work, fellows. Thank you for protecting me.
Eh?
The sea cucumber has vanished. Da 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 da. Wait, hang on. Da 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 da. Leviathan leveled up.
Hmm?
Wait, isn't this where we started? Look, the torn painting has been restored. It's that black cat. And a young boy. Who is that? Just a boy who lived long ago, I imagine. He looks really happy, though. That grin is infectious. It's a masterpiece, to be sure. The black cat has returned.
Oh?
Huh? It disappeared.
Hmm?
The painting is fading away as well. I can just answer by saying meow? Really? Let's de-escalate this serious situation by just meowing. You thought it was a newer event, to be honest, like maybe a year old or so, maybe 2 years, you don't know. You think you'll know the event if you see it. You'll look for it later and send it in the Discord. Okay, Queen. Yeah, I would like to know because if I've forgotten about it, I'm gonna feel bad because that sounds like a very good event, personally. Yeah, let's just... Meow. Meow.
Huh?
Ah, Moe overload. Alright, Lavi. Works for me. There we go. Got him. Lavinark, don't complicate things. Hey, if I want to meow for my Pookie, I'll meow for my Pookie whether he asks for it or not, okay? Like, if I want him to blush, that's all I gotta do. So, like, sorry, not sorry.
Wait, hold on. First the sea cucumber, then the cat. And now even the painting disappeared?
What's going on here? Perhaps the painting, a memento of the cat's owner, was broken in some accident. The cat waited impatiently for someone to restore it, and when nobody appeared, its feelings changed into a curse. Fuzzy little troublemaker. Well, we broke the curse and gave that cat some closure. Everything worked out all right, didn't it? I think we've wasted enough time here. Let's go back. This was not where I was expecting the event thread to take us.
Ah.
We made it back safely. That was... I guess it was fun. Despite the big, like, twist. And we met a cat.
Huh?
Say, what happened to our manga?
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about that pile of ash? Oh! No! Our project! Let's just draw a new one. A wonderful suggestion, Lavinark. But what about the story? Why don't we write about the black cat? We'll just make that a new adventure. I don't know about making it the same as before. Interesting. That's a great idea.
Okay.
But this time, let's all work together. That'll keep the plot from straying.
Wakatta.
Okay, I'll go get my stuff.
Snacks would be nice.
Hi.
That settles it. We'll have to throw a manga drawing party.
Okay.
In that case, perhaps we should split into two teams. One to go shopping for food and the other to prepare the art supplies. Yeah! I suppose it was all a blessing in disguise. Indeed, if only we could capture this scene on canvas. I'm sure it would be on par with the painting of the boy and his cat. Oh, okay, that's pretty cute. That's pretty adorable. I don't know about choosing any alternate choices, guys. What do you think? Was there any choices that I didn't pick that you guys were interested in me picking? Because I wasn't really seeing any ones that would have been like super different personally. You wanted to keep the kitty. I think the cat was only there in spirit. I think the cat had already probably passed away, but it might have ended up lingering on, you know what I mean? In that sense. Looks like they're starting over because that storyline is not gonna work. Yeah. I mean, I guess we could have been like, let's do the same one. But I think it would have caused a lot of bickering if we tried to just rewrite what it ended up becoming. Because that's a lot of tonal whiplash for a manga. And not even necessarily good tonal whiplash, in my opinion. But yeah, I wasn't really seeing anything different branching wise. So, especially since this one only has one outcome. But let's chat a smidge before wrapping up here. hello? Where's my table? Hello, table.
Excuse me, table. Excuse me, table.
Oh, my thing's not connected to OBS. Okay. Well, hold on. Is this the button for it? There we go. I'll just summon my tea table myself then. Oh, let me readjust the chats. They do kind of like to merge a little bit over here on the chatting screen. And let me close the game out for now. Okay. I'll scoot YouTube over a smidge. There we go. That's better. I missed what you said again. Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Nerites. You still don't get what category Devildom falls under because he's 50% himbo, 50% smart boy. That's true. Let me see if I can search up a list of dere types while we chat about the event. So what'd you guys think of the Get Arty with the event? Honestly, I thought it wrapped up in a way that, like that first segment I thought was perfectly wrapped up neat and tidy. Like maybe it's because of how short our regular Nightbringer events have been. I figured that it was going to end right there. Types of deres. Dere types wiki. There's a dere wiki? There's a dere wiki. Okay, hold up. Here we go. Dere type is a term for a concept that describes how different types of characters behave towards their love interest and how they react differently before/after falling in love and becoming love-struck. The 5 most common types are dere, tsundere, 𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐒, dandere, and yandere. Yeah, I usually go for tsunderes and 𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐒s. I think the deres are like overly friendly, if I remember right. And we know what yandere are, and they put the best possible yandere type to represent. Gasai is pretty much the only yandere I'm okay with. Hime deres, nyanderes, Ojo dere is Western, Boots dere, Boko dere, Biri dere, Baka dere. I guess Mammon is a tsundere and a Baka dere. It was something with machines, you think. Oh, for the event? Okay. That's still not quite ringing a bell for me personally. What is a dere dere? Let me go over to dere dere. Let's see. Dere dere is a term for a character who is love-struck and does not hide their romantic feelings toward their love interest. They experience intense feelings of romantic love for their love interest to the point that it is difficult for them to think of anything else except the person they love. They will be very openly loving towards their love interest the entire time and show their love in a very overly affectionate and doting kind of way. They will be endearingly clingy towards their love interest in public and always want to be lovey-dovey with them, not caring if other people see the two of them being affectionate with each other because they're not embarrassed by their feelings, and they will be even more intimate when they're alone together. They will give lots of affection and attention to their love interest to please them and receive their love. They desire lots of close contact and affection and will behave in cute ways to make their love interest want to pamper them with love. Asmo. Dere dere are normal ones, just slightly obsessed. I would say so. I'd say dere deres are like Rain of Sunshine-esque type of characters that really show a typical American kind of like romance relationship. I would say. Is Asmo a dare? I was literally just typing when you said it. Yeah, I would say based off of this, the person that is the most upfront with being lovey-dovey is Asmo. Asmo would be a dare. How was the event? Oh, right, before we get into dare types. Personally, I liked the event. Again, they could have wrapped it up at that first segment, but they didn't. And I guess the reason why they kind of like caused the event to go off the rail in the second segment was to kind of like echo the fact that the brothers was making the manga relay story go off the rails. So even though it's not something I would have expected them to go with, in that sense, it kind of makes it a bit more clever that they would have their situation go off the rails, just like how their manga was going off the rails. The cat situation was cute. And I like how everyone actually worked together to protect us. I don't really think we get many instances of that because, like, at least in that era, they're mostly bickering amongst themselves and vying for our attention. So I thought that was like a breath of fresh air when we take into consideration that this event was initially released in 2021 when the brothers all realized feelings for us and they kind of fight over us in that sense. But I kind of also liked the plot point that they abandoned in the second part of the segment where Diavolo used his magic to make the manga come to life, and we would have seen the manga versions of the characters act out the stories that were written. I actually kind of would have preferred it to have gone in that direction because it would have stayed chaotic and funny instead of having that tonal shift to helping out the cat spirit. It's not a bad tonal direction, but I'm a goofy plant girl that likes goofy things and would have preferred it to stay on track that way. But again, it's not a bad event from my opinion. I still find it better than a lot of some of the Nightbringer Spotlight events that we've experienced. Like, I still find it was better than the Mammon Spotlight event where we went to go treasure hunting, and the Asmo mannequin fashion show Spotlight event. You like yanderes, but only when they're nice to you. It's like, I get the yandere thing. And sometimes, like, you can look further into yanderes and they split off into other branches too. There's like the yanderes that will kill for you and the yanderes that will kill you kind of thing. So it goes even further than just like yandere as like an overarching term. So I'm sure some of the other ones are like that too. Yuno Gasai is the type of yandere that would kill for you but not kill you. At least until the very, very end kind of thing. That's why I like her. She's the type of yandere personality that I'm okay with. That kind of obsession, I personally find it unhealthy. Like, it's definitely a red flag. But I'm not against the red flag characters. There are definitely red flag characters I like. So it's just different cups of teas for different people kind of like thing for me personally. I can't even think of any husbando that is like a yandere type that I really like. I guess maybe Saint Germain from Code Realize could kind of be considered a bit of a yandere. Same with Yang from Pio Fiore. And those are two husbandos of mine. But nowadays, I tend to prefer characters who aren't fully labeled as one type of dere. I kind of like a mixture of multiple dere types to make the cocktail that would be my husbando. Imagine if the brothers turned into yanderes. There are some certain cards where they are giving off yandere vibes. Like some of the chapter A Nightbringer cards give me those kind of vibes. Like Asmos's, Mammon's are giving off those vibes to me. Mirai Nikki was kind of your first yandere. Boy, you were not prepared. I had encountered other yanderes before watching Mirai Nikki, and so I just was like nonplussed about it. I was like, oh, here's another yandere. But like as I watched more of it, I was like, wow, I actually really like how she's written. I actually like a yandere type character. Because I don't know, she was just approached differently than like the usual types of yanderes I had encountered until then. So I'm just super picky when it comes to yandere types compared to other dere types. So if we move off of dere, dandere is another major type. Dandere is a term for a character who is silent and expressionless most of the time, but will suddenly become cute, talkative, and dere when they are alone with their love interest. Oh my god, it's Kaguya-sama! They are very quiet and will usually keep to themselves and not go out of their way to talk with others. When others try to talk to them first, they will either respond very quietly or not respond at all. They are not great at expressing their emotions, so they can come off as emotionless at times. However, when they are alone with their love interest, they will suddenly start to become sweet and talkative. Being with their love interest will help pull this more loving and emotional side out of them, and after this point, they will start to show their cute and affectionate doting side towards their love interest. Dere type is Gap Moe. I can see that. Would that be Shiro from No Game No Life? I have not watched No Game No Life. But this is definitely Kaguya from Kaguya-sama Love is War type dere character. It can kind of also be a little bit of Satan as well. But just not to that extreme degree that they are saying. Because also if you see how, like, for example, the way Satan reacts to cats is the whole they suddenly become cute, talkative, and dere is definitely that dandere part of Satan when it comes to cats, and he's very serious and honest and like upfront with you whenever you're alone with him as well. By the way, you found out what the event V was talking about was called. Oh, what is it called, Queen? You also think that it would be Levi. Levi, yes. Levi could also be dandere. They just injected the whole self-loathing into Lavi for Dandere, and then the wrath thing into Satan for Dandere. I can see it in both of them. The event is Steampunk Shenanigans. It was before Nightbringer came out, so it's an OG Obey event from 2022. Oh, okay. No, I think I have read that one. It was just one of the very, very early ones I read on stream. Then it looks like I'll just have to re-reference that to remember exactly how it went. I would also say I'm kind of also personally Dandere IRL. I don't talk a lot unless I'm talked to, so welcome back, Kiki. We were just talking about dere personality types for characters, and also we talked about the event. Let's see. Dandere is considered to be closely related archetype or variation of 𝐒𝐂𝐕𝐈 due to both types appearing as quiet and expressionless on the surface. However, the main difference mostly comes down to their reason for acting that way and how they treat others. 𝐒𝐂𝐕𝐈 characters are quiet and expressionless by choice because they are very cool and confident and intentionally keep their emotions in check, whereas Dandere characters are quiet and expressionless because they are simply not good at showing their emotions in the first place. Yeah, I'm IRL personally more of a Dandere, and I like 𝐒𝐂𝐕𝐈 types. I would say Barbatos is kind of 𝐒𝐂𝐕𝐈. I don't think he personally sees himself as cool and confident, but Barbatos is very confident and quiet and keeps his emotions in check. So Barbatos is our 𝐒𝐂𝐕𝐈. Let's see. I think we all know what a 𝐻ime is. You know, they got the oh ho 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 kind of laugh and stuff. And they're very like confident in themselves as well. Kaguya is also kind of 𝐻ime because she is a rich girl. It was the bottom route ending is the part V was talking about happened. Do you think you remember the longer ending being different? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, so Steampunk Shenanigans, it was kind of a who can build the best kind of gadget thing, right? Yeah, okay. The event's starting to come back to me. There's too many deres, can't keep track of them all. It's hard because a lot of them are similar with slight differences that define them into a different type of dere category. Yeah. What? Kinda only knew yandere and tsundere? Okay, well, I'll read this here. 𝐻ime is a term for a female character of nobility who starts out wanting their love interest to constantly give them lots of attention and affection, but adopts a dere attitude and starts fawning over their love interest and doing loving things to make them also feel taken care of. They are very prim, proper, and ladylike due to their status as a noble lady, which makes them feel like they deserve to always be the center of their love interest's attention. At first, they will be very demanding and selfish, wanting their love interest to constantly pamper them and do things that make them feel loved, not considering how their love interest might feel. However, they will start to realize that they're being too hard on their love interest and will feel a powerful desire to do affections in return to show them that they are loved back also. They'll start behaving in cute ways and showing a more considerate and intimate side of their love interest, realizing that it doesn't matter where they go or what they do as long as the two of them are together. So this is kind of, in a sense, if you ask me, the overarching category is Dandere, and then Himedere is a smaller like branch off of Dandere that has more specific regulations or rules that you have to follow in order to fall under Himedere. Because Kaguya, an example in Kaguya-sama Love is War, she is a rich person that comes from a rich family that has high expectations of her, and is very prim and proper and innocent when it comes to more like common cultural like things that happens. And she does fall in love with this character, and she starts kind of baiting him to try and get him to say that he likes her and to like go out with her and stuff like that. But as the series goes on, she falls more head over heels with him, and she starts to adopt a dere attitude, and we see more like cutesy lovey-dovey thoughts of what she thinks of him in her head, and like scenarios and situations she would like to be caught up in that is very overly lovey-dovey and wanting to like take care of him and stuff like that. We got onto character archetypes again. That's because we're trying to find out what kind of dere Diavolo is. The usual ones that I knew about were Himedere, Kudere, Tsundere, Dere, Yandere. Because those are like the main branches, you could say. Is there a male equivalent? There's Bochandere, which isn't quite right. It says it's a term for a young male character who is the son of a wealthy, high-class family and is spoiled and thinks they are better than everyone else at first before eventually becoming dere. That's not Diavolo at all. He's not spoiled, and he doesn't think he's better than everyone. I mean, he's definitely a Bochan. That is what Barbatos calls him. But there might not quite be a version. That's a lot of deres. That's way more than I thought there was gonna be. What is a yoidere or zondere? Zondere is a term for a zombie character who is dere. See how very specific some of these archetypes are? You have to be a zombie if you want to be a zondere. Like... Oh. Okay, so what is a yoidere? Oh, hey! It's your... Gosh dang it. Yoidere is a term for a character who is normally calm and collected and only shows their dere side towards their love interest when they are drunk. Wandere is a term for a character who acts like a dog around their love interest. They will be very affectionate and playful and may do things like wagging a part of their body to get the attention of their love interest. They're also very loyal to their love interest, like a dog to its master. Natsu, are you Wandere for Hannah? Confirmed, Natsu Wandere. What about Hokodere? Let me see. I'm not seeing Hoko down here. Is it Western? Thugdere. Smugdere. They have Hana-Haki disease listed on here? Alright. Ugh, SysCon's on here. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not seeing Hoko. I see Haji, Hime, and Hine for Dere's queen. Oh, these are the I'm so shy, I can't talk to you. As soon as I see you, I blush, Dere. You swear you're on the same site I'm on, and Hoko Dere is on there? Nimui Dere. That's gotta be Belfi. Nimuri Dere is a term for a character who spends much of their time sleeping but is very sweet towards their love interest when they are awake. They enjoy their sleeping time and they will try to get as much sleep as they can. Often their love interest is the one who will have to motivate them through their love to become less sleepy. That's so Belfi coded. Yeah, I'm not seeing Hoko. What does Hoko say for you, Queen? I guess I would put Diavolo under the kind Dere type. So let's look through the kind. It says a Hokodere is a character who is excessively proud of their relationship and love interest to the point they show it off everywhere. Kind of? Well, I wouldn't say not quite. It could be, depending on how they continue. Obey Me, it could get to that point, but I do remember in the versions where we are dating Diavolo, we kind of have to keep it under wraps. But then there are parts where it has progressed to where he has taken us as their +1 to certain like fancy smanchy invitations that he's received. So it's kind of like we're being taken out as a unofficial partner to like special invitations and stuff sent to him as the Prince of the Devildom, but he has stated that like it's rough to be out just walking about without being harassed, kind of thing. Let's see. Bakadere, also known as Ahodere, is a term for a character who lacks good judgment and usually acts in a foolish manner, but sometimes acts doting and dere to their love interest. They have a childlike sense of wonder and often have hobbies that most people consider weird or silly. They're very kind and innocent at heart and will often do these weird things to try to win the affection of their love interest. I feel like this is a piece of quite a few characters in Obey Me. Could also be a kokidere. A kokidere is someone who is very cautious, or curious, excuse me, very curious about their love interest. I can see that, because he's always saying that we're very interesting and we never cease to amaze or surprise him. I can see that, yeah. See, this is really hard to label like really good written characters as like one single like archetype, because if you write a character that's very easy to label archetype wise, you're only appealing to that audience that full on hook, line and sinker like that archetype. And it can get very tropey at times too. Butsudere is a term of a character who is peacefully in love, and dere towards their love interest. They follow the embodiment of the teachings and principles of Buddha. That's very specific. They follow a very peaceful and calm Zen lifestyle and are wise, moral, selfless, compassionate, and loving towards their love interest. They may do such things as gushing over their love interest while meditating. That is very specific. Okay. Kiridere is a term for a character who usually has a dignified, crisp, and sharp, serious side in public, but suddenly becomes dere and shows a more emotional and overly affectionate side when they are alone with their love interest. They are serious and enthusiastic about their work and studies, so they walk around with a strict, crisp, and dignified posture and a sharp expression on their face, which gives them an unapproachable atmosphere. However, in contrast to the way they behave while working, they will act really cutely and emotionally when they are alone with their love interest, wanting to receive lots of affection from them and not worrying about keeping up with dignified appearances. That kind of sounds like Lucifer. Dere type, fluctuating gap and gap moe. Hi Fatima, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. We are currently looking at dere archetypes and how they might resemble some of the Obey Me characters. They just took all the good things and a little bit of mischief for Dia. Honestly, 100% agree with that, V. Ojo dere is a term for a female character who has a strict, dignified exterior and behaves with perfect ladylike manners like a true princess in public, but turns cute, affectionate, and dere when alone with their love interest. They have very prim and proper exterior and a lot of elegance and refined grace. They always keep a smile on their face and have a very gentle and calm demeanor. However, once they find someone they have fallen in love with, they will feel more comfortable just being themselves and relaxing around them, no longer being worried about keeping up formal appearance. Never mind! Diavolo is an Ojo dere. This is Diavolo 100%. He's mentioned multiple times that he's happy that he can just relax around us and be his true self around us, and how he doesn't have to act in the interest of the Devildom or act as the Devildom prince whenever he's alone with us. This man is 100% Ojo dere. I think that's the label I would roll with him. Which is so funny because, like, I've watched Sailor Moon. I like Usagi. Usagi grows up a lot throughout the series of Sailor Moon, but she's not my favorite. I'm sure there's an Ojo-sama or Ojo or yeah, Ojo or I'm sorry. There should be a male variant. Welcome back, Queen. We found Diavolo. Diavolo's an Ojo Dere. Ojo-sama, it's time to go to bed. It doesn't seem like there's a male variant though, which kind of sucks, but Ojo is basically princess, so the male variant would be prince. So I can't think of the name right now. But out of the Dere types, the one that is closest to Diavolo is definitely Ojo Dere. Then we get into a bunch of different tsundere archetypes. Do I think Floyd from Twisted Wonderland would be Kowa Dere? Oh, Kowa as in kawaii, like scared, like scary. Yeah, I would say that. Sunpri. So it's a tsundere princess. There's so many smaller arkings. Scary Dere. Yeah. Okowa Dere is someone who intentionally scares their love interest but is also affectionate. Yes, I would agree with Floyd. Like, Floyd is kind of like a... Floyd has so many, like, possible Dere typings. Kowa is definitely one. Another one that I would probably also put him down is, like, a type of Dere where his mood fluctuates pretty often because Floyd gets bored a lot. So he would also probably be the type of Dere where his love interest would have to be very interesting to him a lot of the time. Then there was the dog, back to the regular Dere, and Dandere. Well, there's a lot to still explore through here, but I'm not gonna go through all of these. But what would Jade be then? Jade is very prim and proper, so he'd be under one of those Dere types. But he also is like he's like Floyd in the way that he would want to have, like, he would find the love interest interesting as well. Just the way that they go about expressing it is a little bit different, but whoever they ended up seeing as a love interest would have to be very interesting to them. So I think they're both Koki Dere, but then they have another branch Dere where Jade would probably be not Hime Dere, but under one of those prim and proper ones. Yeah, Jade has more restraint. So Jade would fall similarly probably under Barbatos, which, oh my gosh, what did I say Barbatos was kind of like? Not Wandere. And not Hime. The thing about Deres is it's mostly used to label female characters, which kind of sucks. I know I brought it up earlier, but whichever one I was going through that I said would probably work for Barbatos would also work for Jade, which is another reason why I like Jade a lot, because I also like Barbatos. But I mean, again, I wouldn't 100% label them as this is their definitive Dere type. I think they have a little bit of a dash of everything, just like V said earlier, that I think nowadays to make really interesting characters, you have to cook them up. You can't just really use one single typing anymore, because we're used to identifying them more easily that way. And again, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you lean too hard into what defines them as that one Dere type or archetype, you're cutting off possible fans, because there's not very many characters I like that are definitively just this one type, you know? Because it kind of limits them as a character and for their growth if you fully lean into one typing. You agree? I feel like a lot of characters can be several different type stories. Yeah, I think it's best to have a little bit of everything, personally. I also think it's just harder to write a very convincing character if they're 100% this archetype. Because there's a lot of pitfalls and tropes that you have to dance around if you're fully committing a character to one typing. But when it is pulled off, man, is it pulled off real good. Kudos to the writer not having to dip into different branches and stuff. But I really can't think of any that come to mind without immediately being like, wait, no, they did that trope, you know what I mean? And like, oh wait, they did that trope so much it kind of got boring, you know? So, well, we've learned a bit more today, I can say that. Me personally. It's a bit too much for me to fully dig in. I would be here for hours just looking at things and being like, oh, so you mean like this character, right? Or, oh, that makes more sense why this character acts like this. This is this kind of like archetype thing they follow. Sorry, what category is Devildom under? He's under Ojo-sama, or Ojo Dere. Think of Sailor Moon. Think of Usagi. She is an Ojo-sama. Ojo Dere. I'll read it again. Ojo dere is a term for a female character who has a strict, dignified exterior and behaves with perfect ladylike manners like a true princess in public, but turns cute, affectionate, and dere when alone with their love interest. They have a very prim and proper exterior and a lot of elegance and refined grace. They always keep a smile on their face and have a very gentle and calm demeanor. However, once they find someone they have fallen in love with, they will feel more comfortable just being themselves and relaxing around them, no longer being worried about keeping up formal appearances. They will find themselves fawning over their love interest and behaving in cute ways when they are alone together, wanting to receive their affection and love. Never watched Sailor Moon. I love Sailor Moon. It covers a lot of topics, mature topics, and sexual identity, especially in Sailor Moon Stars, that arc. So, kind queen, yeah. Oh, a little bit of everything else. Okay, I get what you guys are talking about. Yeah. Out of the wiki, I think this is the closest one to Diavolo. But again, like I said, you gotta mix things up. And cook, let it cook. To get very interesting characters. And like, deres are just kind of, dere is a term, a branch of how they act to their love interest. Clearly, the characters are more than just how they act towards MC. So there's a lot more of typings that they fall under than just one or multiple dere typings too. So this is just how to define a character on how they react to someone that they love. Diavolo is still a bit of a himbo as well, and he's definitely a sunshine type character. I can't remember what they're called, but there is an archetype that defines the character as kind and warm and like a ray of sunshine as well. And I'm not usually like into characters like that, but that's probably because like that archetype I came into contact with was like a very, very true to that kind of archetype character where they're constantly like that. Question, Lavi, have I ever considered streaming Disney's Twisted Wonderland events? Kind of, but I wasn't even able to finish the previous Twisted event before it ended, so I don't know how well that would go. I mean, I am trying to think of what we can do between me starting Nightbringer and them ending Obey Me content, aside from like these events I'm revisiting that I haven't initially read to everybody here. So like things will definitely be more open now that content for Obey Me is changing. I'll just have to play it by ear, because it also depends on how soon they're going to continue Obey Me into this new era once the content stops after this month, and exactly what that content entails as well. If it's all like voiced stuff, I don't know if I'll necessarily continue covering that new era of Obey Me content. A Twisted stream would be nice. Just curious, don't have to, obviously, but you'd watch it if I did it, of course. Could I maybe also do the main story? That too, you're behind on the main storyline of Twisted. I don't think it would be a bad idea to revisit the main storyline of Twisted Wonderland. But I'm also wondering, like, what the content of the anime is going to be for October of next year. Like, is it going to be a one-to-one, like, animation adaptation of the game Twisted Wonderland events or not. Because if it's going to be like a definitive one-to-one, I don't know if I would want to do reading streams because of the anime being like a really good alternative instead. You're up to date in Twisted, and oh boy, we have a long way to go. As in like to catch up with JP or something else, V? Twisted Wonderland events are really timed based. They have gotten that way, Nerites. I think they tightened up the timeline, or not the timeline, the deadlines on some of the Twisted Wonderland events, which is why I didn't quite finish the previous one, the playtime one, the Pinocchio one that closed off. You're still on book 5. The threshold to finish battles really ramp up. I had to spend some gems to finish book 6 to get into book 7. So I'm nervous I'm gonna have to do it again for the rest of book 7. You think book 7 has at least 226 chapters as far as you know right now? Holy crap, holy. Holy crap, holy. Would the anime be like Obemi anime? Nair writes, they announced that the Twisted anime is gonna cover the first 3 book chapters. So they have 3 seasons already greenlit for the anime for Twisted Wonderland. And it's gonna cover Hartslabule, Savannah Claw, and Octagonal. So the question is like I said, is it gonna be a one-to-one retelling? Similar to how Idolish 7 is, or not. Idolish 7's anime adaptation of the rhythm gacha game for My Idol Boys isn't entirely one-to-one. They did cut out some scenes that are in the mobile game, but it's still like a very solid option to get into that series, especially since Bandai Namco owns the IP for Ainana/Idolish 7, and they have never released an English/international version of the game, which makes me sad. I could go on an entire rant about how bad Bandai Namco makes decisions when it comes to their IPs and what the fan base wants, but I won't get into that right now. I will not get into that right now. English Twisted, we are up to 110 right now. Okay, so we're not too far behind with the JP Twisted, but found a channel that does JP Twist, so you kind of know. You try not to get spoiled, though. Yeah. I would like to say I thankfully have not really gotten any spoilers when it comes to Twisted Wonderland, so. You also have the JP version and you're also stuck on book 5. No! No. I want to be able to put more focus on some of my other gacha accounts that I have, though. With all of the information we know about what's going on with Obemi right now, I do want to invest more time into my other gachas till we figure out what they're planning to do going forward. So if I don't do Twisted Wonderland streams, I will be doing more Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, and Infinity Nikki streams. I don't think I'll be archiving them on YouTube, though. I think I'll be only doing those like on Twitch, so they're a lot more comfortable and like chill streams. You try to avoid spoilers, but people keep posting things about book 7 and I'm just like, I'm blind, I cannot see. Maybe it's because I don't have very many moots that talk about Twisted. You're not stuck on book 5, you just haven't had the time or motivation to continue. You really have to do it at some point. Oh, I see. I see. That's fair. I get that. Do you want to know what's more difficult about Twisted? What's up, narrates? I don't have an issue with any of the rhythm segments for Twisted. It's always my cards not being strong enough. Because I can't ever get enough materials for leveling up their spell abilities. That's my issue. You kind of got spoiled about Silver and Malleus in book 7. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, V. Oh. Like, I knew there's something up with Silver from like a little bit of what I had gotten into book 7, but I don't even think I'm in like 20 chapters into book 7 yet, or something like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh. And you don't want to know. No, Arcs! My thing is not connected to OBS for some reason. It broke. I'm gonna have to refund you those points, Arcs. Because even though I opened my program before opening OBS, it just decided it didn't want to. It didn't want to do it. Oh, you're done sorting cardboard. Did you list the cardboard that you want to sell? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stream decided it didn't want to fully work today. The bosses are the hardest to deal with. You say looking at Azul and Jamil. It's only harder from there on out, Neurites. Yeah, the bosses really are hard though. Don't want to spoil anyone, so you're not gonna say what. I appreciate that, V. You saw something about Lilia, but you don't know the details, so you're hoping it'll stay that way. Yeah, my lips are sealed. I won't be doing any spoilers here. You were stuck at Riddle and Jamil. My biggest issue was like the latter fourth of book 6. That was rough. You've not listed anything yet? Well, chop chop. I'm joking. You can take it at your own pace, Arcs. You're afraid of Malleus. Oh, when you get to him at the end there? Yeah, me too. They were not joking around when they said he was like he was in the top 5 most powerful sorcerers. Seriously, it's insane. He will be a pain to fight. Not looking forward to fighting my hubby. But gotta put your foot down somewhere, right? Gotta tell him, no, you can't do that. Bad fairy. I love you, but bad. Bad fairy, dragon, man, hottie. You're trying to get Leona's spell drive card and Twisted, but he's being difficult. I logged in the other day, but it was only to do my lessons and stuff. Which I need to do that again today. Thanks. Just need to wait a week for pre-release pricing to pass, and then you'll see about putting it up and such. I would just go ahead and put it up, and if it sells, it sells, and then you can just adjust later. But that's just me, because whenever I want to sell something, I just want to get it up there, and then I can do what I need to do later if I have to, instead of forgetting about it and it never going up. personally. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and call tea break chat here and call the stream here too, everyone. I have to close the garden. I do have a couple things and projects I need to work on today. I gotta tally the poll, actually. Just a quick reminder before I go away and get out of all y'all's hair. I'll drop the poll links again here really quick. The poll is what 2 games I'll be playing for winter this year into next year. So there are 2 polls. There's this one here on Twitter. As you can see, Otome and Valhalla are in the lead. And then there is one more poll that is here on the channel, the YouTube channel community tab. Here's the other one. You guys can definitely vote twice. And the top 2 games, when both of these are tallied, are gonna be what we will be playing. Over on the YouTube side, currently Fields of Mystria is winning with Yakuza Kiwami behind it. So I'll have to do some math and crunch numbers, squish the results from both of the polls together to get more definitive results across both the platforms. Which I've been doing that for every time we've done a community poll. So you don't have Twitter/X. That's okay, V. I kind of wish I didn't have one either. Honestly, I would have made a poll on Blue Sky because I prefer Blue Sky so much more, but I don't think they had one. So what I did is I made a post on Blue Sky redirecting everybody to those 2 poll outlets. But if I ever find out that Blue Sky has polls, I'll also poll it on Blue Sky as well. So that's all I have for y'all. Just the poll, because that's the most immediate thing going on. Poll is going to close by the end of today, my time. That way I can tally it all up and schedule what we will be doing next week, what new games we'll be doing next week. What is Blue Sky? It is an alternative to Twitter/X, basically, V. There's no ads on it. It's easier to see people that you're following's stuff. People are nicer on there. People are nicer on there and willing to talk on there. So I have a lot more fun on there. Malleus's B-Day is coming up soon. I know, that's what I'm going to be pulling for in Twisted. That's what I need to save up for. That's where I'm locking in. Oh, I did get both of Silas's cards for his new myth release. So that's exciting. I pulled Sunday and Honkai Star Rail. That's also exciting. Luck has kind of been coming back. So on that note, I hope you guys also get the good gacha pull luck. I'm sending you good vibes for your gacha pulls and for your holiday plans coming up and any purchases you've got planned for gift giving and everything. One small note again, I will have an announcement, casual hand cam stream coming up before the end of this month. I'll be very excited to share some news with you guys moving forward and into next year. So if you guys don't mind dropping by, I would very much appreciate that. I'll let you guys know when it actually is scheduled, when I get the okay from Jo manager, when everything's all ready and good to go for that. And I will schedule that as soon as possible when I get the okay. But yes, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you had a very good time with me with the boys and the event reading. It was super fun. Happy to have you guys with me as usual. It's always nice to sit and chat with you guys about things and also having super duper fun in the Devildom. So yes, from Jo Mayo, bless him. Next time I'll be live is going to be tomorrow, but it's not going to be on YouTube. So if you just want to have some nice background noise tomorrow evening, I'll be on Twitch with Arcs and BV for Final Fantasy 14. As far as everything else goes, the usual Monday for God Eater with Natsu is still planned. But everything else for next week, I will have to be getting together later tonight and tomorrow, and I'll update everybody when it's out. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your today and or evening wherever you are on your side of the garden. Make sure to take care of yourselves and hydrate, stay warm, and I'll see you guys till next time. Take care. Bye-bye. My hand's in front of my phone. I can't wave. Here, I'll use this hand. Bye-bye.